With the release of Full Power Junior, there are now 11 tanks in Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra, and I thought it'd be fun to review one of the 3 original tanks introduced in the game back in its initial beta when it was called Dragon Ball Project Multi. So today we're going to be playing Zamasu and seeing how he fares in the current meta. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and maybe consider subscribing. It would help me out a lot, and I would truly appreciate it. I would love to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. With that being said, let's get into the games. And we are here with the first game playing Zamasu, my quote-unquote first ever main during the initial beta for this game went back when it was called Project Multi. I played Zamasu the most before I finally unlocked Cooler, and then once I unlocked Cooler, I mostly played Cooler, of course, but there was a time, like pretty much almost a week, where I just exclusively played Zamasu, and Zamasu seemed absolutely insane in that beta. Now, fortunately, either he got nerfed from that beta, or people learned how to play the game, or other tanks got announced and revealed and playable. And Zamasu kind of fell off pretty hard. He just became a damage sponge. You know, he's supposed to be like the health regenning tank, but he doesn't really regen health too much in combat. And then the purpose of that is so he wouldn't have the revive, right? But then the rev doesn't even do too much, and you kind of have to self-proc it with your ult. And there's just other tanks that could just be way more tanky to Zamasu while providing more to the team. And that's really, like, what's caused, I think, problems for Zamasu as the game has gone on. Especially going against one of them right now, this Bardock, that just provides more to a team. With team protection, damage, and everything here. Like, I'm trying my best to get, help my Oob out, and it is not looking great. We're not going to be able to kill this Bardock at all, or this Goku if I had to imagine. Dende's about to be up, which I'd imagine, yeah, that the Bardock is going to put down. And I just want to try to get this Kai if we can. Thankfully we do get it. We're gonna be able to kill the Goku, but our Bardock, or their Bardock, ends up killing my Oob. Like, that was just a cluster. What is their Kid Buu doing here? It's just that was just a massive just fiesta of stuff happening. And I mean, Zamasu could definitely do good in prolonged fights like that. I'm just gonna ult this. I do not care. I'm just ulting this. I do not care. I do not care. We are ulting that, just securing that Kai, and just gonna get it back before the next boss. Because we haven't even explained Zamasu. So Zamasu's passive, he fills up this gauge, and depending on the amount of damage he takes, he can kind of just self-regen it. But then if he dies before with a certain amount of the gauge left, he will actually like revive in combat. And he doesn't seem to be able to do anything for a bit. But it's definitely a good, decent thing to look out for. However, it doesn't do the absolute most, and the passive does wear down at during combat. And their Bardock actually just ults us so they can secure that Kai, which I don't know if I agree with that play, considering the first boss is about to spawn. And I didn't even realize the monster's ult was that long, that even like a full minute. I'm only at 60%. The first boss is going to be Jackie Chun, so we're just going to start running up to help protect that. Looks like they're close to killing that Kid Buu. And there's a Beers there. If Beers tries to do anything, yeah, we can force him to back off. I would like to get to level 7 here, if I can maybe get it. And the longer we stall this, the better, because of my ult. But I'm also terrified of this Bardock, like, trying to rat split push. Though he is doing a good job defending. We now have our ult. I'm just gonna do this. And thankfully, thanks to Oob, we are able to secure the boss and gather some kills. I don't even know if my ult did anything there, but I think it's perfectly fine. I'm gonna go run down bot because I'm terrified of this Bardock just ratting and split pushing. Bardock and Bulma, the 2 biggest culprits of ratting and split pushing currently in the meta. Before I would have said it was like a Kid Gohan, but now it's definitely, I'd say, those 2. And we also have bushes around Gods of Destruction, which would make it incredibly hard to see if they are split pushing. And it looks like the whole team's actually top to help defend that. They are going to unfortunately be able to defend that, so maybe I should have went top. But yeah, Zamasu's kid, sorry, it's been all over the place. pretty simple. He has this right click, or his skill 1, that allows him to put down a slow and just fire off projectiles. The skill 2 is like a dash that if he has enemies in front of him, he will carry them, and then will apply also a slow. Skill 3 I think is interesting, where it applies this damaging field, and then everything in it gets kind of slowed and stunned. And we are almost dead ourselves. I'm gonna try my best. It also does damage over time, which I think is quite interesting. It's not a whole lot of damage over time in the game, and we're gonna just be able to defend this guy to destruction. Yeah, fires blades in set of directions by blowing down. Signing enemies applies continued damage, and you can move while attacking. Pretty interesting ability, if I had to say so myself. The skill 1 also has 2 charges, so you can get 2 uses of it. And then his ult fires down a huge blast. You become immune to all. The more damage, the higher your regen gauge is, the more damage it does. And then you also become immune to all. It's a pretty good ult, if I had to say so myself. Here comes the Goku that I have to try to kill before they Spirit Bomb this. Unfortunately, the Spirit Bomb actually manages to secure it. And we are able to revive twice and be able to live, even though we didn't get that boss. It was... If I activated my ult like a second earlier, there's a chance I probably could have actually gotten it. And we're just gonna rat ourselves and just try our absolute best to get some chip damage on it. It's gonna be annoying with a Bardock here, but we do have Dende here. I mean, we have the whole enemy team here, or not the whole enemy team, like 2 of the enemy, 3 of the enemy team, and we're gonna end up dying because Dende runs out. But I think that's personally fine. We got almost halfway to that God of Destruction. Our Oob is defending top, so they're not pushing. And our Oob is actually level 10, with the rest of our team being 9. Thankfully, that Kid Buu didn't get any chip. And because Kid Buu... Never mind. I was going to say, because Kid Buu does that, there's a chance that Oob can maybe kill him. But our Oob decides to just let the Kid Buu go, which is perfectly fine. Let me just kill this minion, take the level 9, and get my first upgrade ability. Because for Zamasu, I personally max out the skill 1 all whenever I can. And then skill 3. Skill 2 is kind of whatever. I've never really liked it. Yeah, there's nothing we can do against this Bardock. That Bardock's gonna 100% get that God of Destruction. Annoying tank stuff. And while he's doing that, they are on the boss, but we are able to kill it. And I'm gonna try to ult this if I can. There is a Bardock there, but I'm just gonna go push, and we're just gonna keep it running. Just keep push farming and keep going here. I'm actually just gonna run towards the Bardock because they are slowly and rapidly pushing, and we need to get out of here. Though thankfully, since this Bardock is pushing, we are not pushing defending. We could be able to stop him from actually split pushing, which is, I think, a good thing. I die instantly to that Beerus. Holy cow. I'd say we need to be careful of this. I did not know where that Kid Buu went. There's Kid Buu trying to rush down our Kefla. And it looks like our Kid Gon actually manages to kill the Beerus and actually gets out thanks to 2 build items in Art of Decoy. Nice, and Kid Buu ults. If we can kill this Kid Buu without losing too many players, we could maybe get this boss for triple boss KO. Though Bardock does end up ulting and kills our Oob. Or not, it doesn't kill our Oob. We managed to kill the Kid Buu. Bardock is trying his absolute best to be just an absolute nuisance. And there's the Dende. Yeah, the skill 1 does pretty much nothing at lower ranks and doesn't really do too much at the absolute highest ranks. I think at this point we've messed around with Bardock long enough, and as I say that, Bardock fully distracts us and we've now given up our triple boss KO opportunity. So I do need to do this. And the Beerus actually does kill me. I thought I had enough gauge to live, but I guess not. Beerus' execution with Zamasu's passive is a little weird, where if it will proc like the revive first, and then execute him. It's a little weird. Though I mean, that's completely my fault. I got so distracted trying to fight this Bardock for no reason that we just kind of gave up Triple Boss KO. That's my own fault, and I need to also level up because the rest of the game is, you know, 11 to 12. I mean, Bardock and I are both level 10. But I would like to get to level 11, get a max rank ult, because Zamasu's ult max rank has quite a big area. Like, I know it doesn't seem like a big area right there, but it's quite big of an area. So let's see if I can't get to level 11 just really quick. There we go. Kid Gohan actually finds the Beerus and Bardock. And we actually even gets killed because of it. And they're going to get this guy to destruction. Kefla is pushing, which I don't know. It should be me trying to rat. And now I need to actually be careful because if I'm not careful, we will get Team Ace. I'm just going to ult this now. We killed the Kid Buu. And now they are quite low. I tried to vanish and step out, but Bardock's ult manages to free them both. And I don't know how much damage. Wait, Kefla went bot to rat split push and got 0 chip damage. Interesting. It's just very hard to rat and split push with Zamasu doesn't have an easy escape path. He has a passive, which is definitely great, but especially with this kind of team comp, it could be a little hard. I mean, Beerus can execute me. I can do a load of damage really fast. And my skill was not the greatest escape tool, so we need to just farm up for a bit. And the Goku has been pretty much always defending. So I would like to get to level 12. We see 2 of them bot. There's Beerus. We know Bardock's probably coming up here with Kid Buu, if I had to imagine. I could just throw my life trying to chip. Something I could do. And they actually use some abilities there. Let's just throw it. Then here comes the rest of the team. And I'm just gonna revive. The Bardock, never mind. I was gonna say the Bardock actually saves me, but Beerus' ult travels. I guess once Beerus' ult fully tracks onto you, it just kills you and follows you, and then it ends up executing me. This game is gonna basically come down to which tank gets more chips damage, and Bardock's gonna always win that compared to like most other tanks, maybe besides Bulma. Kefla with a pretty big ult gets Kid Buu and Beerus low. Gohan ult goes off and almost kills the Kid Buu, but barely manages to not. And they are getting a lot of chip damage. And now we gotta be careful because Bardock will get chip damage. And we also gotta defend. Like, we see Goku there. We see Beerus. You see 3 of them are defending. And Kid Gohan now needs to get out of here. Kid Gohan might actually be dead here. No, he manages to get out, but runs into the Bardock. I'm trying to protect my Kid Gohan. Let me just try to get my best out of there. We managed to kill the Kid Buu, which is definitely big. And now we can try to push now that it's a 3v4. And Kefla's gonna back, so it's a 3v3, and Oop's gonna defend, so it's a 2v3. And now we're gonna just try our best to defend this. And if need be, I thought I got a full chip for a second here. Bardock and Oop are defending. Gohan dies. I'm just gonna ult this if I can. And then we're just gonna try to get some last minute chips. And we end up dying there. Bardock ults them away and should be able to get that guy to destruction. Though if they can kill the Bardock here, that would be massive. Though they do need to also live because Kid Gohan and I are dead. And this might be a game, honestly. Kefla ulted. Bardock's still alive. Super Saiyan Goku's been defending the whole time. Kid Buu is here with ult, and so is Beerus. This might be a dead Oob, and it's just going to be Kefla and Kid Gohan to defend. And I'm not too sure if they're going to be able to, considering how low Kefla is. Bardock is bot. They're going to be able to seemingly kill this Kid Gohan. No, maybe we can kill... where did I go? Okay. Now, I'm gonna try my best to run. Because I could get this top guy out of destruction, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this bottom one. You guys need to defend. And... yeah, here's the team. Wow, they deleted me instantly. Okay. I did not think I needed to dende that, but they deleted me instantly. So let's just hope my team can successfully defend. I should have just used dende, but I thought, oh, I could definitely get enough chip to get that guy out of destruction, but I guess not. The whole team is low, and we need to stop this Bardock from tapping it, and fortunately we're not able to. And now Zeno's gonna come up. You know, this game has gone on long enough, and I mean, I think it's to show you the place that Zamasu in right now, where it's impossible to out-chip a Bardock. Bardock's just way more tanky, longer cooldown, or shorter cooldowns, and just more has escape tools. Like, Bardock's full passive can be up while rush attacking, waiting for his cooldowns, and he'll be indestructible, while Zamasu's not going to be getting his passive up at all, and it's just going to be out-chipped by Bardock. And even then, there's been times where, you know, there's 3 of the enemies on our Bardock, and we can't kill them. But there's 2 enemies on me, and I just die. It's a fortunate place for Zamasu. I definitely do think Zamasu needs more buffs. We'll give it up to the Kefla. And yeah, I mean, yeah, look, Bardock got all the gods of destruction. I was trying my best to push, but Beerus was just instantly deleting me. I mean, look, Beerus hit 310,000 damage. It basically, like, Beerus could do more consistent burst damage than I think our team could, and that's what made it harder for us to defend, especially considering Bardock can be more tanky. But Zamasu, even though I still do like him, I think it's just in a really rough spot right now, especially when compared to Bardock and Bulma. You know, I definitely do think those 2 characters need nerfs, or they need to change how ratting, chipping, gods of destruction work in this game, because it just makes certain takes just unviable, just because they can't do it as well as Bardock and Bulma. Yeah, I definitely feel like when their Kid Buu was 2, 8, 12, and their Goku 3, 4, 6, definitely do think this is a winnable game for us. Just maybe I should have been doing a better job chipping, chipping, ratting, split pushing than their Bardock, or just maybe do a better job of defending. I'm not so sure, but even though I do like the Zamasu, I definitely do think he still needs some more buffs. So with that, I'll see you guys for the next game. And we are here with the second game. We actually have a Superstar game, which is Zamasu might be one of the best characters in Superstar, just because his skill 3 has such a low cooldown that if he started Superstar, it's going to be doing a lot of damage and a lot of continuous damage, or damage over time. And you can just spam it really quickly. So let's see if we can't successfully show that. Now, we are going up against a Jiren this time, so we're going to be fighting a lot more than we were that last game against that Jiren. But yeah, look at this range. It has like a 3-4 second cooldown, and you can just spam this very early up in lane, and it just allows you to do a lot. Pretty sure we have Team Rush Go as our second Divine Jaw, and we are laning with a Trunks. Let's just see if we're going to be against a Beerus or Goku. Funny enough, we are going against another Beerus Goku for damage on the enemy team, and we can just do this. I definitely... Is Zamasu one of the best tanks for Superstar? I'd have to definitely think about it think about it. We're going against a Beerus, and yeah, look, the Jiren, now it's done this. I think we are going on actually on the Jiren early, because he is a lot less tanky, and also the damage reduction of running out. And now we are going against this Beerus 1v1, and we're definitely going to be able to out damage him because of our skill 3. And yeah, I think this should show you how strong Zamasu could be Superstar, that we could just be able to 1v1 a Beerus like that. And we successfully got that card, and we're gonna bring this Jiren closer to our Trunks. We're gonna put down this Dende here, and assuming that we don't die right here, which we do end up doing because of Beerus, that we're gonna be able to live and not sustain this Jiren, but unfortunately we were not, thanks to his passive damage reduction. And I probably should have Dende'd a lot earlier. That's just on me. But though, thankfully, we are not giving up anything, which is definitely going to be helpful here. Beerus could definitely screw over Zamasu quite hard, just because the amount of damage Beerus can do is insane. And it's not like Zamasu's a hard target to hit. And Zamasu's whole thing is just he just has a lot of he's supposed to have a lot of health and a lot of regenerable health. It's not like he has the most tanky stats. Thankfully we're able to get that guy as well. And we should be able to kill this Jiren, you know, once again. And now let's just go in on this Beerus here, who we should just be able to kill. And Beerus actually ults, which is quite good for us, meaning that he shouldn't have his ult for this first boss, while we're still gonna have our own. Same with our Trunks. Let's just try to deny him some farm. And we're already level 7, and it's not even like a close level 7. We are deep into level 7 now. We might be halfway to level 7 depending on how this the rest of this XP goes. And so is our Trunks. We even have all of our full the bind draws, our combo cards. The Zamasu does have low cooldowns, which I think definitely helps a lot. I mean, hell, depending if we got like one more farm, we could have maybe got to level 8, which is insane to say. Though we do need to get down here because they have super fast clear. I'm just gonna ult this. Unfortunately, thanks to Jiren, I was not able to secure the boss. And then we're just gonna put this down here, and we have a massive team fight here going on here. But we're gonna try to go in on anyone. We have level 8, and we managed to kill the Jiren. Let's see if we can't do anything here. We end up killing the Beerus. And even though level 8 didn't do anything for us right then and there, it still did quite a lot. Let's see if we can't push this Goku out. Man, we should be able to kill this Goku. Yeah, we pushed the Goku out of the God of Destruction, and we managed to kill him. That's quite funny. Like, that was a good play. That could be a good use of his Zamasu skill too. Just, I wish his ability had more. Like, Zamasu's kit is very simple. I think either he needs like a stat increase to really keep up with the newer releases, or just more things in his kit. And I just got super stunned, and I didn't get that caught. Then we're gonna once again kill this Jiren. Or at least he should be able to. And we end up killing the Beerus, and Goku's just gonna transform. So I'm just gonna go rat split push. We get 2 chips, and we're gonna be able to get this God of Destruction. And now we should be able to kill this Goku. 17 is here. I don't really care. I'm still just going in. And that's a dead Goku. And now we're gonna run up to get this Jackie Chun boss, even though we didn't get an apple. Though I could just rat and split push, and that's probably what I am gonna do actually. And they don't stop me. Nice. Let's just go for this boss here. We see which Jackie Chun it is, and we actually don't. I'm just gonna do this. Thankfully, I somehow get the boss. I actually don't know really how, and I just got stunned like hell, and we killed Jiren. I think this game's showing you how good Zamasu can be if you're not going against another character that's rat/chipping the whole game. And 17, yeah, I was gonna say 17, you are dead, because I'm just gonna go to you, but the enemy team actually surrenders. Zamasu is one of the best characters for Superstar, especially if you Superstar his skill 3. It just has such low cooldown, and for how early in the game it is, it just does a whole lot of damage. And we actually end up getting MVP. Nice.
That is what I am.
I mean, we did a lot of damage. We were killing the Jiren pretty consistently. We got like 2 Gods of Destruction pretty easily. I have to see what that Jiren was building. He was going the right Jiren build. Okay, he maxed out his skill 1 before his skill 3, which I think you should max out a skill 3 before the skill 1, but we were just doing so much damage. I mean, we went 7, 1, and 4. We did more damage than our Trunks that we're laning win. And we got 2 Gods of Destruction. Like, Zamasu Superstar is definitely one of the better characters in the game. Just the amount of damage you could do for how tanky you can be and for how low cooldown it is. Especially the range too is crazy. And Zamasu can be alright if you're not going against a Bardock Bulma. He's one of these tanks that just loves ratting split pushing, but you can see that for literally every single tank in the game, that they can be okay if they're not going against the rat split pushers. And this is unfortunate that those 2 characters still have not received nerfs or any kind of balance adjustments to stop that playstyle, because Bardock should... I'm fine with Bardock being like a one-man army, but commit to that. Don't just make him a rat split pusher. Bulma, I hate how... Just make it so her skill 3 can't be used on enemy gods of destruction, and I think Bulma's fine. That's just the biggest problem with Bulma, but for some reason they don't want to do that, which is unfortunate. Zamasu kit is definitely super basic, and I think either needs something more, maybe more consistent passive gains, maybe more like buffs or debuffs to his kit, or just tune his numbers more. Definitely needs something, because you read his passives for his abilities is very simple compared to all the new releases. But not to say that he's bad or anything, he's still good. I just think he needs some more buffs to truly shine in this game like he once did in the initial beta. So for that, I'll see you guys for the last game. And we are here for the final game. We're actually going against a baby, and there's actually a Deborah on the enemy team, which, if there is a Deborah baby bot lane, could be pretty bad for Zamasu. Zamasu doesn't have the best tools to get people off of him, and especially with Deborah's putting the vanishing step and baby slow, it could be kind of dicey for me. But we are landing with a Beerus who could probably execute the Deborah before the baby heal actually gets through to the Deborah and just makes him unkillable. So let's just see if we can't do that. I think there's been a Beerus in literally every game. You know, twice it was on the enemy team and this time it's on our team, which I think is quite interesting. But I think now that Beerus has seemingly been more bug fixed, people are liking Beerus a lot more. So maybe I need to make another video on Beerus, just because even though I did like Beerus when he was working, a lot of his bugs were really quite frustrating to play with. But let's see here. We see Frieza and Kefla in the top lane, which makes complete sense now that we have a baby and Deborah bot lane. I am in a bad position. Thank you, baby, for pushing me away. I mean, hey, if we can execute the baby before this, that'd be perfectly fine with me. And they are actually already out, so this could be quite big for us. Unfortunately, it looks like our Beerus is going to end up dying here, unless... And we should just be fine doing this. And unfortunately, I have to let the baby go, because there's a final form Frieza and a baby here. They're gonna do anything they can to kill me, and they successfully kill me. Though, hopefully they can maybe push this god of destruction, since baby or Frieza and Kefla did calm down here. I thought I maybe had a little more time to try to just get some farms, but I guess not. Fortunately, our Beerus is getting all the farm, which is going to put me super behind on build-up stacks. So we're going to be a lot less tanky than I probably should. But should be fine. I mean, their baby kind of screwed up by going into and out of the board so early. Maybe we get the kill. And maybe if I put down Dende, I actually don't know. I don't think Dende works on allies. So that's kind of... Maybe I could have put Dende earlier. And thankfully we were able to secure the Kai. That was a little close. We're just gonna keep getting this Kai, or these minions from this baby. Let's just see what's going on here. You didn't get that one, unfortunately. And the baby just doing baby things, just being annoying, getting super low and getting ready to go into his lane partner. We should be able to get to level 6 before this first boss. And now we have to ask the question of, do we think anyone's going to go push this bottom god of destruction? We see Frieza and Kefla are there. I want to say a little bit far back, we see the Deborah, though we don't see Baby, which has me a bit scared, but I kind of need to go in now. Frieza ults, and I'm just going to ult this now. And thankfully we do get the boss, though. Yep, my concern, Baby is bot and gets a max action burst, and might even get this god of destruction, depending on his cooldowns. And yeah, he does end up getting it. That's why I wanted to sit far back, but I kind of needed to go for the boss. Fortunate, but it is what it is. Then now Baby is level 7. And I'm actually going to start running up top, see if I can't defend, or Kid Goku gets blocked up by the Final Form Frieza. And might die here. And does end up dying. Let's just do this. I'm just gonna put Dende down, try to stop this. And just here comes the baby. Who gets a Gekishin burst off, funnily enough. And now we're in a bit of a rough spot. We got the first boss, which is definitely great. But we also got lost a God of Destruction. And I don't have Dende to kind of defend against or to push this right now. You see Final Form Frieza is just sitting there waiting for me or someone to try to push this in. We don't know where the Bora and Baby and Kefla are. If I had Dende, I probably should go. If I also could see where the rest of the team is, I can maybe go. Yeah, I'm just going to get ready for this next boss. Yes, even though I'm not going to get to level 8 for it. Is 17 going to be defending? It looks like 17 is going to be defending. And yeah, we see Baby and Kefla right away. Let's just try to help our Kid Goku. Final Form Frieza already ults. And while the rest of the team is doing that, I'm just going to go push. I'm just going to go push. Hopefully I can get this max Gekishin burst. And I am able to. Nice. And, you know, the karma of that baby. Though I am actually out thanks to the lightning stuff. Thankfully for that. Yeah, me, Baby, and I just traded. We gave up bosses for max Gekishin burst and God of Destruction. Hey, I didn't want to do it either, baby, but... Alright. We see 17's actually here. And there goes Kefla. I probably could have helped her. There, Kefla's actually level 9 already. I could maybe go for this. Maybe with 17 here. This is a bad play, I will say. Damn it. I got some chip. I didn't have Dende. Boss is gonna be up. We see Baby possessing my body. Which this is something you rarely ever see, so I'm glad you can actually see it. And here's Baby ulting. It's a 4v3. There is a Deborah, which that could be kind of scary. And let's see if we can defend this. It is Beerus just all by himself. Frieza's gonna get a full Gekishin burst, and we end up losing our God of Destruction. Give me level 9, give me this. And now we have Jocko up. Let's see if we can get it. I imagine Final Form Frieza is probably already ulting. That's actually Yakon. And Yakon, they have not started it yet. I'm just gonna try my best to see if we can do anything here. 17 should get this Gekishin or this God of Destruction. If not, I'm just gonna go get it. Yeah, while the rest of the team is focused on the 17, I'm just gonna go run away. And hopefully I can get out. There is a Frieza. Yeah, they're on the boss. I'm dead. I just got instantly deleted. We've gotten 2 Gods of Destruction. Though it does look like we're probably going to lose this boss. 17 is going to try to defend against this Baby Deborah. And Deborah gets a full Gekishin burst, fortunately. And also, 17 is only level 8. Wow, there Deborah and Kefla are actually level 9. I have to help him defend this. Especially as he dies. And... okay, now that they are... Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, now that they're done pushing, we can maybe try to push for Yakon, but they actually end up getting it. Kid Goku tries to push for some reason and ends up dying. I do not think that was a correct play. Should be me trying to push, if anything. But it's gonna be hard with a Final Form Frieza and the Bora. I just want to get to level 10 to get my skill 3 maxed out. And the more build-up stacks. Since we have 5 build-up stacks, their baby also has Snick's snowball stack, so he's going to be hurting a lot. Speaking of, I need to ult this. Just get out of there. Though, if he can maybe kill this Deborah and baby, I'm going to get turned to stone and I'm dead. Yeah, I cannot move that entire time. And with Jocko spawning, it looks like they're going to get triple boss KO, and we're probably going to end up losing this game. You know, we can't... I'm surprised even with a Beerus, we're not able to burst down a Deborah baby. Though I guess the Deborah does have solid barrier, so that explains why the tankiness. Kid Goku thankfully lives, so we're not completely out the game yet. Though I'd imagine we are going to be out now that they got this triple boss KO. Just do this. Put Dende down. I'm going to get turned to stone. And I'm probably dead. Oh, the 17 actually comes in clutch and saves me. Though, I don't think it's going to come in clutch for much longer. And we end up dying. And now we have lost the game. Unfortunate. I feel like we were winning at first, and then we just kept dying and dying over and over, and just got outpaced from this baby Deborah. Where even though I'm surprised we had a Beerus, we were not able to fully delete the Deborah. I mean, I know Deborah can be tanky healing from the skill 1, and obviously with the baby healing, of course. If Frieza gets MVP, I mean, the Frieza was really annoying. It would essentially stop me a lot from from pushing Gods of Destruction. I mean, I did pretty bad. 0-5-2, even though I did get 2 Gods of Destruction. Our Kid Goku was also 0-4, and I almost matched Kid Goku's damage. And our 17 only did 26,000 damage. It was just a rough game for us all around. I'm not blaming anyone in particular. It was just super rough for us. Even though I was trying my best to get Gods of Destruction, it just wasn't happening. Hey, games like that go sometimes. This is why you should never count out baby. Especially if he's partnered up with a character that can be tanky like a Deborah. I never count out baby. And I probably could have played better. Even though I went into this knowing this could be rough, considering Deborah can just petrify me and there's not much I can really do besides just vanishing stuff, which with the baby slow is not going to matter too much. But yeah, Zamasu, you know, like I said in the intro, almost an entire year gone by in Squadra, and I've never made a Zamasu video. Here we are. I'm trying to make a video. All right, before the 1-year anniversary, I want to have a dedicated video covering every single character in the game, and we're almost there. You know, I've done a Goku video. I've done videos on every other character, even if they're like almost a year old at this point. I've done a video on over every other character besides one of Kale. So there's going to be a dedicated Kale video coming out soon, even though I played Kale almost exclusively trying to get damage to S rank during season 1. So she's had dedicated videos and has been on thumbnails, just never had her own full dedicated video. So be on the lookout for another Kale video, and be on the lookout for the 1-year anniversary countdown, because that's going to be starting out very soon on the channel. So make sure to stay up to that. Zamasu himself is a lot of fun. I just think he needs a bit more at a higher stats, more the abilities or things in his abilities like debuffs and other stuff, or just more numbers. But I do like how he plays in this game, and especially with Superstar, he can feel immortal. So it's kind of interesting that with Superstar, he can feel immortal. Without it, he can be kind of a rough. Though obviously I don't play Zamasu the most, so maybe I'm just bad with Zamasu at the end of the day. But I'm glad that he's in the game now. We just need a Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black so we can lane the Goku Black and Zamasu with him. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and your mouse. Stay tapped in the channel, stay updated on Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra, including videos covered in Season 6, more videos on Beerus, Goku Black, and Jiren, as well as any potential news you know for the game, as well as any other news for the 1-year anniversary. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!